Hello and welcome to Belize. My name is Troy McBride and I've been here for over 4 years working as a volunteer missionary. I'm going to take the next few minutes to tell you a few things that I'm involved with here and try to give you an understanding of what God has given me for a vision for this country and the people He's placed in my path. Spreading the gospel is not a one-man job, but if people are trained right in the things of the Lord, they will become workers for His kingdom, and entire nations can and will be changed. God has placed a lot of people in my path, and with His help, I'm doing all that I can to give them solid foundational teaching in His Word, preparing them to live on solid spiritual food. In January, I was put in charge of 2 schools which I pastor in and work as an on-call spiritual counselor. These 2 schools total just under 400 children as well as 20 teachers and staff. The opportunities that arise from working with these youth go way beyond the school grounds. I've been able to work with the families and students in and out of formal settings, encouraging them and praying with them. In January, I was also given a church to pastor, which has seen beautiful growth. I started preaching in Georgeville 2.5 years ago whenever there was a request, but the church only ever had up to 9 people attending the services, and I found it very discouraging. As I asked around about the church and why it never saw any growth, I was told that the village life was very hard and the people had no full-time pastor willing to put in the efforts to draw the people in. After hearing this almost a year ago, I started praying for God to open the door that I might take that role and try to get His church built up to where I knew it could be. We have grown now from under 10 to over 45 regular attendants and see as many as 125 people, which our little church doesn't have the seating for. God does answer prayers, and it's your prayers and support that make these types of praise reports possible. This summer we had 6 people baptized, and now there's almost 15 people taking classes to be baptized in the next couple of months. I've been working with the school in my village since I arrived here, and it holds a special place in my heart. Last year I took the role of counselor and worked not only with the children but also with the teachers and principal as well. My mom and I have been doing a feeding program at the school for 2 years now, which is supported by people like you. We normally get enough funds each month to do 2 feedings, which we find to be a huge blessing not only to the students but to us as well. We're able to take them milk, bananas, cookies, and either hot dogs or breakfast burritos, French toast, or pancakes. Some of these kids, this is the only full proper meal they will get in a week, so school is very accommodating. The kids that go to this school make up the majority of the grade school students that we serve at the Learning Center, another place in which I do ministry. We have a library with over 4,000 books, a computer lab, a playground, a basketball court. We open the doors in the evening around 4 o'clock and normally stay open until around 7. We're able to touch the lives of more than 200 children and youth through this ministry. Helping them with their homework is essential, as the education level of most parents is very low. But ultimately, it has given us a way to be involved in their lives on a spiritual level, being mentors and examples of God-fearing Christians. Most days when we open the doors, I'm able to stand outside and just give out hugs and love for the first while, which I think is as important for the kids as it is for me. Through the Learning Center, we help with book and school supplies as well. We normally pack 175 backpacks and fill them with the essentials needed for the school year. Again, these supplies are made possible through donations as well as through some local sales that we have each year. The same facility in which we have Learning Center, we have what we like to call Kids Club. Kids Club is like Sunday school during the week. I'm in charge of the main message as well as the worship. We normally have around 70 children that come out every week to join in a truly spirit-filled time of worship and learning. There are many kids that have told me that Kids Club is their only form of church, so it's good that we have this time set aside for them. Knowing that Kids Club has been such an asset to the grade level students, I've started a youth night in the village, which has been very successful and fun. I started the program out about 5 months ago by running the Youth Alpha program and saw significant growth in the youth that attended. I saw many of the youth over the time that I ran the program become filled with the Holy Spirit and receive spiritual gifts. These youth are coming every week and have shown great interest in continued spiritual growth. I've started running the curriculum from John Bevere called The Bait of Satan, and have been surprised to hear how good it is for them, and have them even ask me about the possibility of running the same program in some of their churches. I've been working with Inniswell Ministries since I arrived here, and it has been an exciting part of what I do. I get to work with between 10 and 12 teams a year doing outreach in different parts of the country. Teams do projects that range from VBSs to house building projects. It's our responsibility as hostesses to make sure they're well fed and kept as comfortable as possible, as well as working with them in their projects and outreaches. These teams have been a real asset to my spiritual well-being, as they are my main form of Christian fellowship outside of the church, and many of them have become my lifelong family and friends. As some of you know, I'm getting married this year, and I found a local woman, Barbara Rosado, who is also in ministry, that I just can't imagine being without. We've known each other for quite some time now, and have picked a date of December 26th. Thank you for your time.